Hey, it's Giuseppe with Zenith Home Loans. I hope you're doing great. I wanted to do a quick video here just to walk through some numbers, some of the conversations I'm having, especially with some first-time home buyers. As we all know, this year interest rates moved up so quickly as we went from January through June, with rates cresting above 6%. There was a huge cool down in the market as far as buyer demand at that point. And of course, that in combination with the fact that almost every home had to be bid up 5 or 10%, and a typical first-time home buyer is just not going to have an extra 20, 50, $80,000 laying around that they can play in that arena. And so right now, a lot of buyers, I feel like, really turned off their brain as far as looking for homes, because of just what a shock that was that first half of the year. And everything they've seen on the news since then is, the Federal Reserve keeps hiking interest rates, which, by the way, as you know, if you watch my videos, mortgage rates are actually lower since they started doing that. And so they may think the market is even worse than it was. And so I wanted to show you, and share my screen here, the total cost analysis I put together that for this client. So they're paying about $2,500 per month in rent. They were pre-approved in the spring, looking for about a $400,000 condo, and we ran through the numbers how at that point they needed probably to offer 420, and offer the sellers a $20,000 appraisal gap. So even though we were going to do a down payment assistance loan, they were going to need about $27,000 to buy the home. At that level, they would have a payment that was almost $2,800. That's including HOAs and everything built in there. Okay, so the problem in the spring was just that they could not offer enough or a large enough appraisal gap to make the offer be the one that was accepted in that market. In June, we saw interest rates on the down payment assistance loan get up to 6.5%. So even though they could offer $400,000 on that condo, that payment now was going to be over $3,000. And so they, essentially decided to continue renting at that point. Now, our job is really just to relay the information. What we're seeing, the market has shifted. So with that down payment assistance loan, if they bought in June, they would need about $7,000. So about $20,000 less than just a few months before, because they don't have to bid up the price of the home and cover that appraisal gap. Now, not only can they possibly get the home for 400, maybe even offer a little bit less, like at 390, but they can also ask the seller to cover their closing costs. So in this example, this third column here, same condo, now they're going to offer 390. Rates are lower than June, not as low as they were in the spring, but still they're going to end up in that similar $2,800 payment, just like in the spring. But at the end of the day, they're going to owe $10,000 to $15,000 less than they would have if they bought in the spring. And when we look at their cash to close down here, because the seller's going to cover those closing costs, they can get into a home with just $1,000 out of pocket. That's the minimum contribution required for the down payment assistance loans. I'll follow up next week. I told them I'd put together some numbers for them regarding some of the tax benefits of buying, and kind of foreshadowing into the future, 3-4 years, what this would look like and what this really means to them and their family. So I'll follow up with another video on that, but wanted to get this out today. Hope everything is going well, and let me know if there's anything I can do to help. We'll talk to you